What's up, guys? AJ here, coming to you once again from this website, and tonight I'm down with the sickness because I'm checking out the McFarlane Toy Spawn's Universe Plague Spawn action figure. I was super pumped when McFarlane Toys announced that they were coming out with Plague Spawn, and now that I have him in hand, I get to take a closer look at him, so let's just jump right into it. Now, checking out the packaging he comes in, I wanted to quickly just show that I have Spawn issue 313, the first appearance of Plague Spawn. Cool clown Christmassy vibe. I think it's a really sick cover. And I mentioned that because the artwork for the back of the box is an alternate, a variant cover, I should say, of Spawn 313. I don't have this one, unfortunately, but I do want to pick it up because that I've seen images, and because of the artwork, it make an awesome cover to have in my collection. And of course, the rest is plain Spawn. The window where Plague Spawn would have been, but I already popped him out of the box. Another part of that cool artwork from the back, and the mumbo jumbo. But I'm sure that's not why you're here. Let's take a closer look at Plague. For accessory time, he comes with a tried and true McFarlane Toys Spawn stand, as always, and he does come with alternate hands. So that's pretty cool, and I like the paintwork on them. So awesome there. And then the really cool thing is, just like King Spider, if you saw that my review of that, if not, check it out, it's on the channel, is he comes with a much cooler stand than the standard disc. And this is like a stack of skulls on some rocky spikes, which is awesome. It does have some paint work to bring out the detail. So yeah, really cool. I'm loving they're starting to include these kinds of stands with the figures. Very awesome. For articulation, he has the standard scheme that we've come to know and expect from McFarlane Toys. His head does swivel. It does look down quite a bit. Disappointing that it doesn't look up that much, because I envisioned him to get into some nice crouching poses, and you need the head up obviously more if you're crouching. He does have the cap assembly here. That's like the butterfly that goes all over the place. And his arm swivels, of course, and you get the bicep. The awesome double jointed elbows we always seem to get from McFarlane. His wrists do hinge and go up and down, or side to side, or whatever you choose. So that's awesome. And then he's got the cut here in the upper torso, goes all over the place, tilts, arcs back that much, crunches. Better than some, but I think because of this character, I think I would have loved some more crunch with the head going up so you can get into those poses I was alluding to. And of course, the waist does swivel as well. His legs kick out really far. Not much for the thigh articulation. Disappointing, as usual. But I'm starting to gripe too much about that, but it is something that kind of bothers me. Nice double jointed knees. And then, of course, ankle back, ankle forward. Get some nice rocker, and the toe joint. So with the articulation out of the way, let's take a closer look at Carnage. Plague Spawn, because you can definitely see some Carnage inspiration with this character. But getting a closer look, I love the head sculpt and the facial, I guess you call it, expression, with the yellow eyes and the yellow in the mouth, and then the teeth. It's really cool. And the body has textures all over it with some nice paint work to bring out that detail. You get these tendril things from his symbiote in the back that have some nice paint work that gives it a fading effect as well. I'll swing it around to the back. So yeah, really cool looking. And then I'll just give you an overview of the whole body so you can see all that paint work. It's got some spikes on the shoulders, actually on his neck here. And then of course you got the Spawn symbiote design. And that's all textured as well and sculpted in, so really nice. Going down to the forearms, more spiky things. His hands are really cool, adding to that Carnage-like look. And those are all filled with the same paint detail as well. Even the hinges have a little sculpt and paint in them, which is cool. It might be wearing off though, as you can see on this side. Some of it, I just thought I saw some flake off, and I think it was from this joint. But oh well, that's okay. And then down to the legs. Some more pointy points. They're softer than some of the McFarlane figures, so they're not going to stab you. These two are pliable, so that's a bonus. Down to the feet. So yeah, he looks fantastic. I know I say that a lot with McFarlane figures, but hey, I like what I like. The bottom line for me is that I absolutely love Plague Spawn. He came out really fantastic in my opinion. I just love all the sculpt work on him, and with the paint, the apps to bring out the details. He looks really menacing, and I love that they included a different kind of base besides the disc like they did with King Spider. I think it really helps with the presentation of the figure. The gripes I have are usually the gripes I have with McFarlane figures, especially for a character like this. I wish he could look up more, he could crunch more, and you could get him into even more badass poses. I usually judge when I review figures for articulation based on the character. That weighs heavily on that, because some characters don't need to get into crazy funky poses, but for this character, I think that if he could get in those poses, it would even up the awesome factor even more. So that's kind of a shame, but I still really love this figure and I do recommend him. With that being said, drop me a comment telling me what you think about Plague Spawn. Quick little side note, when I brought him home, I figured to have a little fun. I was excited to get this figure, and I came home and said to my wife, I've got the plague, and she actually thought I had corona. So gotta be careful and be more specific what plague you get when you pick this guy up. And that'll about do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon right back here on the flip side. Later.